Alright. I'm Cadet Kwok.
What's up, boys and girls? I'm Cadet Vaughn. Others call me Cadet Vaughn.
I'm Cadet Jones.
Yeah, alright, today we'll be talking about the movie The Irony of Fate. It's from 1976, and he'll tell you about the director a little bit.
It's directed by Eldar Ryazanov. After this film, he got the USSR State Award, which is a massive honor.
Yeah, so the two main characters here are Nadia, who's played by Barbara Brilska. So she started acting when she was 15, and eventually she played in The Irony of Fate as Nadia, which is the main female character, which she won the Soviet State Award. The second main character is played by Andrei Myagkov. And he also started acting at a young age. He acted a little bit in high school, a little bit in college. He got really popular as playing the surgeon Zhenya Lukashin in The Irony of Fate, and he eventually did theater and even played in Fyodor Dostoevsky's Uncle's Dream. So he was in a lot of big films and movies.
And I would say the film is so popular in Russia because it's just a parody of Soviet life. You know, as you watch the movie, you see that everything, all the apartments are the same. It's just kind of making fun of like the uniformity in the Soviet Union at times, especially in the 1970s.
Yeah. So just briefly summarize the movie. It's New Year's Eve. Him and his buddies are going to. It's like a tradition where they go to the bathhouse before the New Year's.
They go there, drink a lot, kind of get wasted, and then they go back to their families and then celebrate New Year's. So what happens is they get wasted. Xenia and his buddy, they get swapped by their friends because they don't know where they're supposed to go. Xenia ends up on a plane to another part of Russia, and then his buddy ends up back at his house. Xenia abandons his future fiance, ends up with the chick whose house he walks into because it's the same. The locks are the same, so he believes it's his house. And he's just able to open the door, just walks in, starts singing with her, continues to do this throughout the film, falls in love with her, and ends up there.
The main reason, like, what I was talking about that parody is because everything's the same, no matter what city you're in the Soviet Union. You know, the street name's the same, the apartment's the same, even the key is the exact same, and even the furniture, it's all the same. So again, just talking about that uniformity in the Soviet Union, making fun of that.
And that kind of setting really allows the kind of plot to occur because, I mean, the title is the Irony. What is it?
Irony of Fate, or Enjoy Your Bath, which
It's such a weird.
Let me start that part again because that was stupid. All right. Yeah, so that kind of setting allows, drives most of the plot of the movie, and since the movie's called The Irony of Fate, the reason it's called that is because his buddies accidentally put him on a plane to Leningrad instead of Moscow where he lives, and because all the buildings and the streets were, the same, like you mentioned earlier, he was basically, he went into another home thinking it was his own. So that kind of fate, I guess, allowed this kind of event to happen.
Like, he ran away from Leningrad, is what we're told at the beginning of the story, from his ex-fiance, and ended up in Moscow, and then he ends up back in Leningrad after he didn't want to be. So the Russian way of celebrating New Year's is to gather close with your friends and family, and essentially to just drink a lot.
Yeah, a lot of characters in the movie also exchange gifts. So when Nadia was with her original fiance, they traded gifts, and it seems like a pretty big custom in holidays in Russia.
if you read the Russian way every day for class, like all three of us do, you'd know exactly what you're saying about that drinking. Everyone in Russia and the Soviet Union, has crippling alcoholism, like they all do in the movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I guess this is pretty close to the way that Americans celebrate it. I mean, it's really a time of family and friends and loved ones. You get together, celebrate the New Year's, and enter the new year together. So in that sense, I guess a lot of it is very similar to American life. Just
Like
subtle
how
differences.
during New Year's they wait to hear the clock ring. We watch the ball drop, things like that.
And the songs in the movie, they are prevalent because they just extend the runtime of the film. It could be an hour and a half film, but it makes it into a 3-hour film, which is really nice on a study day when you're just trying to relax, but you have to watch a 3-hour movie for Russian.
There you go.
It's my favorite part of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this would be helpful for Russian class if it wasn't so long. Like there are parts of it that just you don't need. Like it doesn't need to be a 3-hour movie. It definitely could be short, to like an hour. Yeah, so like for Russians, this is a tradition to watch this film. For in America, we have Hallmark movies or Elf.
Elf.
Or It's a
Um,
Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
This is equivalent to It's a Wonderful Life for the Russians.
It's just a feel-good holiday movie you watch with your family. It's still very popular today. People play it every single year, so even 40 years later, it's still widely viewed.
It's kind of a sad movie, though.
Yeah.
It kind of just speaks about the Russian culture.
Yeah.
It's like,
I abandoned my last girl. It's like, what will you do to me?
Yeah, and he leaves it after meeting this new woman for one day.
Yeah,
But I mean,
some cold shit, bro.
that's love.
so yeah, I guess a lot of like it was fun, but I think also a good reason to watch it is expose yourself to a lot of the Russian culture, Russian interactions, and use a lot of like common Russian words that we were able to pick up that we learned in class. So I guess in that sense, it was a pretty helpful movie to watch.